Hello everybody, in this video I'm going to be doing a brief stock analysis on Starbucks, and I never really even considered investing in Starbucks until I started making this video. And if you are at all interested in some other really great investment opportunities on different companies, please do come check them out on my channel, as I've done lots of different brief stock analysis videos very similar to this one. So without further ado, let's get right into it. The stock price is currently at $95.25, and in the last 5 years, the stock price has grown at 147%, which is extremely strong for a food or beverage company such as this. And what's really strange to me is that the stock price has actually come up 80% just within the last year, and they have done some things to definitely up their game, but I would definitely not say that they've done anything to kind of represent 80% stock growth within just the last year. And I would actually say they're a bit overvalued right now. Even though I do think this stock is a buy, I would definitely wait for this stock to get some pullback, and I'm definitely no expert at all on technical analysis, but I would say that this stock price needs to come down to about $80 for me to consider investing in it, if not a bit lower. If we just take a look at year-over-year revenue growth, we see really strong revenue growth year-over-year, as well as really strong earnings in 2018, which is really great when you're looking for a new stock to invest in. And here we can also see the earnings per share for the last 3 years, and the dividends declared per common share has increased over the last 3 years, and the dividends declared actually increased in 2013, 14, and 15 as well, and it's probably going to increase over the next few years as well. So as growth is starting to slow just a little bit for Starbucks, because we've seen amazing growth for Starbucks in the last 10, even 15, 20 years, it has to start slowing at some point. So they are going to start increasing that dividend. And I really think they may even increase it for the next decade or so. One of the really interesting things that I found out when I was doing research on Starbucks is their partner program with their employees. And I'm not talking about top executives. They make partner programs for their stock with baristas, which I think is absolutely amazing. So when a new store opens for a restaurant, it's not like it's going to affect their stock at all, or very, very, very little. But with Starbucks, if they get some partners in that new store and they contribute a good amount to the partner program, then it may actually end up affecting the stock price and the market cap of the company, which is really, really cool for a restaurant like this. Next up, I wanted to show the top 15 countries by licensed Starbucks stores, and I know this is outdated by over a year now, but it definitely still gets the message across that I want to show. And here is a map representing the countries that were just on the previous slide, as well as a lot of other countries with Starbucks stores. So the black countries are represented with 2 to 24 Starbucks locations, the gray ones are 24 to 119 Starbucks locations, and then the green ones 119 plus Starbucks locations. And what I really wanted to do here is point out 4 different really great growth opportunities for Starbucks. So in Argentina, you can see that Starbucks has almost 200 stores now, and I think Brazil and a few other South American countries are really, really great growth opportunities because they have emerging economies. And then also they have 200 stores in Germany right now, and I think Poland and France, as well as Spain and Portugal, are really great growth opportunities. And then also another really good growth opportunity for Starbucks with revenue and new stores opened is in Australia. They currently have less than 100 stores opened, and there's definitely a great potential market there and a lot of money to be made. But the most exciting thing to me is that over 100 stores are currently open in India. India is somewhat of a common theme of discussion on my channel, as it is a huge growth opportunity, and I think if Starbucks can capitalize on that, they're going to see huge revenue growth for decades to come. Next up, I just wanted to take a look at a couple of points by an analyst at Morningstar who gave Starbucks a buy rating. And the first point is that Starbucks continues to adapt to evolving customer behaviors through a brand that transcends channels, as well as a digital flywheel. They made mobile order and pay, and then it was extremely successful, and Dunkin' brands actually copied them right after. And they've been extremely successful with social media, delivery partnerships with Grubhubs, as well as others, and they've been doing a lot to vamp up their loyalty program enhancements. All great things for Starbucks and their stock growth. And then the third point refers back to the point I made earlier about the dividend. Despite its ambitious growth aspirations, we believe Starbucks can maintain a 60+% dividend payout ratio over the next decade, implying low to mid-teens average annual dividend growth, which is extremely great for investors, and they will make back their money, not even in stock growth, which this stock is doing extremely well in, but just in dividends in just a few years. And then I also wanted to take a look at a couple of points by an analyst at Morningstar giving Starbucks a sell rating. So the first one is that labor costs can adversely affect some results. So if we think about here in the United States, a lot of big cities where a ton of Starbucks locations are passing a $15 minimum wage, and Starbucks employees are currently getting paid $10, $11, $12 an hour. So it's definitely going to hurt profits for a lot of Starbucks locations and also hurt employees as possible. It's possible that their hours may get cut. And then if we think about all of the foreign currency volatility, if we think about Venezuela and what's happening with their currency and their economy and those 3 Starbucks locations that are in Venezuela, is that really going to affect the Starbucks brand and company with just the 3 stores being open there? I don't really think so. So definitely can hurt the company if it were to hurt a much bigger country with a lot more Starbucks locations, but I don't think it's going to rapidly decline the stock price or worry investors too much. And then this last point is that there's little to prevent customers from trading to third-party rivals or competitors. So they do have a lot of huge competitors such as Dunkin', Tim Hortons, and McDonald's, just to name a few. But they've already been competing with these brands for decades, and I think they've really labeled themselves as a premium brand, so not much of a worry there either. With all of that being said in the video, I think Starbucks definitely has a lot of great growth potential, but it has seen, constant growth for the last year. So I think it's a little bit overdue for some pullback. So definitely do a little bit of analyzing on your trading platform or on Yahoo Finance of some charts and set a limit price for Starbucks if you are interested in the stock. Come check out my channel for some other brief stock analysis videos very similar to this one, and subscribe for more content if you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching.